Hey guys, just Jen here again, coming back with another video. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm sure some of you guys are aware that I am also an astrologer as well as being a potter. I know I come at you guys with a lot of pottery and I post about a lot of pottery and stuff. Sometimes be a little bit hesitant to post about astrology because I know not everybody is a believer in astrology, but I'm going to do this video today because I feel like 2025 is a big astrological year for everybody and there's going to be a lot of change that kind of transpires. I'm just going to trim a mug while I'm kind of just chatting to you about the astrology of the year. I would love it if you guys could let me know in the comments if this is something that you enjoy seeing, and if that's the case and you do, then I'll come at you with a lot more of these guys. I don't particularly like being on camera, but you know, with Uranus moving into Gemini and Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's kind of like, you know, the way things are moving over the next you know, a little while. So with that being said, we have so many planets changing signs this year. Like all the outer planets, they change generations of time. So we have Pluto moving signs, we have Uranus moving sign, and we have Neptune moving sign. So these particular planets, they change generations of time, as opposed to the personal planets like Venus and Mars and Mercury. They're personal to us. These particular planets, they change generations of time. So the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was 240 years ago, and the French Revolution was transpiring at that time. Pluto, being in Aquarius, is about, you know, humanitarian pursuits. And Pluto comes in to change things up in a very big way. Pluto moving out of a Capricorn has released control from the higher ups in the government and having the need to control things. And it's moving into a more humanitarian way, place to be. Neptune is also changing signs. It hasn't changed signs for 165 years, and it's moving from Pisces, which is its home sign. It's moving into Aries. So we're going to feel that. We're definitely going to feel that shift because we're moving from water energy to fire energy. So you know, with all of the planets, actually, we're moving from earth and water into fire and air. So we're going to really feel that shift, and things are going to pick up and they're going to move very, very quickly once those planets actually ingress into the signs. And the next planet that's moving signs is Uranus. So Uranus is moving out of Taurus, a very grounded, earthy energy. Uranus is a planet that's very disruptive, chaotic, you know, it changes the status quo, and it kind of demands some authenticity. So traditionally, Taurus rules the second house of astrology, which represents our values and how we make money. It can represent material possessions as well. I'm sure you've seen, you know, Uranus kind of shaking things up in that area of your birth chart. It would also depend particularly on your chart and where Uranus happens to fall within your birth chart, which is different for everybody based on the birth time that you were born. And then we also have Saturn, which is moving signs. So Saturn is moving from Pisces, which it is currently in Pisces right now, finally direct, I might add. And Saturn is going to change signs and move into the sign of Aries. So we're going to go from, you know, basically everything that we're learning right now. So we have a stellium of planets happening in the sign of Pisces. The sun is there illuminating Pisces themes, and traditionally, Pisces rules the 12th house. So as we move into this eclipse season, which is already underway, it's going to come with a lot of goodbyes. You know, we're going to be purging all of the things that we're letting go of. Like, you know, the wheel of astrology starts within the sign of Aries, and it moves through to the sign of Pisces. So the astrological new year starts in April with Aries being the initiator and the go-getter and the pioneer. You know, they initiate things. It's cardinal energy. And then by the time it gets all the way around the wheel to Pisces, we've, you know, contemplated, reviewed, and planted seeds and seeing where we need to kind of let go of things and contemplate things before we move into a new year where we're planting new seeds and birthing new things and taking everything that we've learned from the previous year and implementing those things, you know, come the following year. We are also yesterday, late at night though. So kind of like today, I'm sure, I don't know about y'all, but I definitely feel a little bit of relief with Mars going direct. Mars is our fuel, our drive, our ambition, and it's been retrograde since December 6th of last year. So we've really, you know, not had fuel behind anything that we kind of want to get off the ground. And this week is a very auspicious week because we have a small window of time starting with today up until Friday evening into like over the overnight hours. Venus is going to go direct. She's already at the degree in which she's going to station to go retrograde, which is 10 degrees of Aries. And then Mercury is going to follow after. So right now this week we have all planets are direct. So if there's anything that you kind of want to get off the ground, it's time to move forward with those things, because there's a lot of positive energy backing up and fueling our desires and our needs and our wants, you know, this particular week. The next time we have all planets direct is going to be from April 12th till May 2nd. And then on May 2nd, Pluto's going to station to go retrograde, and we're going to be, you know, kind of feeling like we're wearing cement boots again. When all the planets are retrograde, it's like basically a time for a review, right? We, you know, this year we all have, all the planets are not in their home signs, and they're kind of like at detriment or in fall, meaning we don't have those particular planets with their positive strengths working for us. They're kind of like debilitated in different signs that they don't necessarily like being in. So, you know, April 12th to May 2nd is also a good time to kind of, you know, move forward with anything that you kind of want to see get off the ground. We are moving into eclipse season right now. You know, we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Virgo on March 14th, I believe it is. And then a solar eclipse in Aries on the 29th of March. So, you know, we're going to be releasing, we're going to be releasing a few things, and we're moving into a territory where, you know, fated events kind of come in and change the trajectory of our life, right? You know, things that are no longer in alignment with us will kind of necessarily fall off. And then, like, you know, things that need to be being birthed and brought in are going to be brought in. So it's definitely a time of like contemplation, and to, you know, with all this energy in Pisces, it's very spiritual in nature, and we're, you know, moving into a time, especially over the course of the next 18 months, because the North Node is in Pisces. And we are collectively going to be like contemplating our spirituality. And the North Node is also in a conjunction with Neptune right now, the planet of fogginess, creativity, also addictions as well, because that's the shadow side of Neptune energy. So addictions are at an all-time high right now, and the future is kind of looking a little bit unclear, but intuitively we're feeling drawn to like release things and then move into the direction that, you know, our guts and our intuition is kind of telling us to move into, even though it seems unclear and a little bit foggy. This is the time to just trust that you're exactly where you need to be, and that, you know, divine timing is at play here, right? So if there's something that you've got on your mind, or you feel like, you know, drawn to have like an astrological reading or whatever, I do offer readings as well. Obviously no pressure. I'm just, you know, putting it out there to let you know that I do. You can either DM me or visit my website. It's creativewitch.ca, because we are Canadian here. Anyways, I got to get back to doing what I got to do today, because I got class tonight and a bunch of work to do. Anyways, yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and till the next time, later.